Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I have been on a shoot all day today. I'm making something very exciting for you guys. I'll share very soon. But I am going back home and I've bought some ingredients to make a cake for my son because it's his birthday. So, yeah, let me show you what I'm making for him. So, I've got 250 grams of unsalted softened butter. To this, I've added 250 grams of golden caster sugar. You can also use plain caster sugar. And then I'm just going to beat this for a couple of minutes until you can see that the color changes and it becomes a bit paler. And now go in 5 eggs, just a quick beat, then a teaspoon of baking powder and 250 grams of self-raising flour. So if you have not guessed, I am making a lovely Kinder Bueno cake. And to this cake mixture, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of Nutella or any chocolate hazelnut spread you might have at home. And that's kind of going to taste like the Kinder Bueno chocolate. So a quick whisk and you can see that this cake batter is beautifully light, fluffy, and you know that the sponges are going to be super light and moist. So I'm going to divide it into 4 cake tins because I want thin layers. I want to get this ready in record time. I only have a few hours because I need to let it cool down and then ice it before I go to bed today. So it's a race against time. So these are going to go in a hot oven at 180°C or 160 fan for around 15 to 20 minutes. And that is all it takes to cook these thin layers of cake. And you can either just see if they are cooked or you can use a skewer to check they are done properly. The sponges are out in 20 minutes and I have to let them cool down for 5 minutes in the tin and then leave it on a cooling rack for around 30 minutes or more until it's fully cooled down. Look at that sponge. You can see, look at that texture, absolutely stunning. Now on to the icing. So I have got here 200 grams of salted softened butter. Because he wants a butter icing this time, I'm using salted butter because it cuts down the sweetness of the butter icing. And to this, I'm going to add 400 grams of icing sugar and then just beat this for a good 3 to 4 minutes, but also going to add 2 tablespoons of milk to this because that's going to make the icing quite smooth and spreadable. But make sure that you beat it for a good 3 to 4 minutes because that is quite key to get a nice fluffy icing. And now goes in 2 tablespoons of Nutella to this, which is again going to give that Kinder Bueno flavor. And then that's it. The icing is ready as well. And you can see that the texture is so light and fluffy. And also it tastes absolutely delicious. So for the chocolate, I'm using Kinder Bueno chocolate and white chocolate bars, and I'm just going to use a few of these bars and just kind of put it in a bowl and use a rolling pin to break them up. The reason being, I'm going to use this broken up chocolate to put into the icing, into the layers of the cake. And the cakes have cooled down completely, which is great. And now I'm going to put this cake together. So of course the layer of sponge goes first, then it's topped with our beautiful chocolatey buttercream, and everything is so light and everything is so fresh. And this just basically shows you that you can make a really stunning, delicious cake even in less time, and it doesn't need hours and hours. I am putting this together in literally 3 hours from start to finish. So and that includes the cooling time. Right, so on top of the buttercream, I've just put some broken up Kinder Bueno chocolate. You can make this cake with even some other chocolate of your choice. And then the second layer of cake, and then we keep doing this till we have the lovely four layers sandwiched with the light buttercream and also the broken up chocolate. Like I said, you can make this with some other chocolate of your choice, like Ferrero Rocher would be really good in this, or Maltesers would be quite nice as well. And then moving on to the next layer, and because it's so fresh, you can, while I'm doing this, you can see how stunningly light the sponges are looking and how fresh this buttercream is as well. So that's the last sponge going on top. Now you have a couple of options. Either you can just put icing on top and finish it, or you could also cover the sides. And if you are new to my channel, let me tell you that I don't like very finely finished cakes. I can do them, but I love the rustic look. And I'm not a big fan of fondant icing either. So usually we go for Italian buttercream, but this time my son has requested for buttercream and it's his cake. So obviously I'm just making whatever he wants. So yeah, just use a palette knife to cover the sides and then smoothen it out, or you can leave it like a nice layered cake. And yeah, and just finish as neatly as you want, as finely polished as you would like the cake to look. And once that is done, I'm just going to finish the top as well. Just smoothen it out slightly. The buttercream is also really soft and absolutely delicious. Because of the salted butter, it just cuts down the sweetness. My camera girl has gone a little bit off, so you can see I am just tidying up the plate and just getting it ready to go in the fridge. So we're going to be cutting this tomorrow morning, but I'm still going to finish the top of the cake with the chocolate that he has requested for. And here goes the chocolate and the white chocolate Kinder Buenos on top of the cake. And here is the Kinder Bueno chocolate cake. Just absolutely delicious. I left it in the fridge overnight to set, but before serving, I always take it out of the fridge an hour or two beforehand because that makes it nice and soft again.
I've murdered it.
I didn't get shot.
He was like,
Yeah,
leave it
same.
to the
I
pros.
did.
I thought
It
you were
really
Several
hurts.
times.
Safe to say that the kids absolutely loved the cake, and you can see that all the chocolate from the top has disappeared, and they have taken it all. And I'm just going to have my little slice, and the cake is absolutely delicious. I think fresh cake always tastes amazing, and this is a super easy, as you saw, and you can make it in record time and just serve it for your family and friends for any birthday or special occasion. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another new recipe. Bye for now.